I couldn't believe how a white eyeshadow would look on my dusky skin tone because most of the Slavic girls, 90s girls makeup look are mostly done on white skin and there's hardly any tutorial for Indian skin tone. So here I am trying it on dusky skin tone and just lay back and watch this video. I'm starting my makeup with House Labs foundation as there will be many people who would be asking me, don't you use the primer or why you're using the foundation directly, but that's my way. Okay, I do not use primer on regular basis. I'm just taking the foundation as I have showed you earlier how to do the dotting method with your fingers. It is the most easiest way. And now let me tell you something. House Labs foundation is a silicone based foundation and it is thick in silicone, so I'm not trying to buff out the foundation. I'm just tapping it with my foundation brush, and as you can see, it's a very minute detail that it will make a difference in using different kinds of foundations. If you are using a water based or matte foundations, you need to buff it out, but in this particular case for House Labs foundation, since it is silicone based, I like to tap it through my face. Also, one piece of advice, just use one pump of foundation on all over your face. Start with that, and if you feel like that you need more foundation, then take the second pump. Otherwise, always start your face with just one pump of foundation, and that will help you out in thinning out your base and putting more layers onto your makeup. Look how it has evened out my skin, and now I'm going on to the eyebrows. This is not the way I do usually my makeup, but since we are going to focus onto the eyes, I'm doing the eyebrows first so it structures the eye area, and then we will venture to the eyeshadow part. I'm speeding up the process. If you want to watch it in a slow motion, you can change your settings and watch it as you feel like. Now I'm going with the concealer. It's a lighter base concealer because we are going to apply a white eyeshadow, so I need a lighter base. So this is one of my first eyeshadow palettes which I had invested in, and Anastasia Beverly Hills is the best highly pigmented eyeshadows. Trust me, you should have at least ABH or Huda Beauty eyeshadow palettes if you are very much serious about eyeshadow game. Otherwise, you're just fine. Okay, now I'm just applying the white eyeshadow all over my eyes, and I'm just packing it up and doing nothing else. As you can see, my eyes are looking a little weird, but that's fine. We are gonna contour the eyes as well. So I'm taking the brown eyeshadow and putting it on my crease and creating a contour over my eyes, and crease is actually the contour of the eyes, and I'm just placing the eyeshadow on the outer corner as well, so it gives an effect of an elongated eyes. Also, we are gonna clean up all the mess which we are creating, and that is why I'm going to use the concealer in the next step. So now we are going to intensify all the contouring on the eyes, and as much you want, apply the shadow for the depth. Now since the white eyeshadow has taken out the charm out of my eyes, so I am putting the wing eyeliner so that my eyes look little more popping and not little sad. It should look little lifted and happy. So here's the step to how to do the eyeliner, and I'm sure that you're gonna rock it next time you do it on yourself. Taking the Anastasia Beverly Hills Magic Touch Concealer, I'm putting it onto my arms and using it directly onto my eyes with my fingers, and taking the brush for highlighting the central part of my forehead and the nose and the sides of the nose and sides of my lower lips, and the usual drill. You can use your fingers to blend your concealer. That is what I usually do, but if you have longer fingernails, then you can go for the brush. Otherwise, there's no need of it. But if you feel like you're confident enough to use a brush, I would recommend to use both ways. It works. And you can see it now, I am blending it out with my fingers, so that is completely fine to use your fingers to blend out your makeup. But remember one thing, that it shouldn't move from its own place. You ruin the highlighting and contouring areas, so it should remain in its place where you have put it. And now I'm setting the whole base with my favorite Huda Beauty Easy Bake powder, and you can see the difference by yourself, like how this powder works magic on my skin, and it does magic on everybody's skin. It's actually mattifying powder. So if you are a dry skin girl, I'm gonna create a separate video for you guys, and you're gonna learn lots of things in that video. Moving on to the blush, this is Road Blush, which was going so viral on whole social media. The reason behind choosing this blush shade is because that my eyes are very cool tone and my skin needs some kind of a color back to the face, and that is why a hot pink shade for the blush is a good choice. So basically, your blush shade is chosen after you have done the eyeshadow, or vice versa, because it needs to be in consonance with the whole look. Otherwise, it will gonna look very bad, very wrong, and completely off the charts. We'll discuss the blush, eyeshadow, and the lipstick colors in separate videos so that you can understand like how to assemble the makeup when you are focusing onto the eyes or the cheeks or to the lips. It needs a lot of thought in it. Okay, now I'm taking Tom Ford shade and illuminate contour, and I'm placing it in such a way that I need a sharp contour into my face, because this makeup requires a sharp edges onto your face so that it looks little chiseled, not little but little more than usual. So that is why I am using a small brush to place my contour, and then I'll just blend it out. So I'm placing it first and then we'll blend it. This brush is from, I think, Bodice Beauty, and it was gifted when I shopped from their website. I have got apple cheeks and a round face, and that is why I'm placing the contour below my cheeks and little lower than what the influencers has been telling you, because cheeks are big and face is round, so this is the perfect way for me to structure my face. So every face has different ways of contouring their faces. And moving on to the highlight, I am using Tom Ford highlighter. This is one of those highlighters which gives the glass skin effect, and you can literally see my skin is beaming. It doesn't have glitters or shimmers in it. It's just a kind of a paste kind of a thing, and when you put it onto your cheeks, it doesn't look like that it is there, but it is giving a wet skin look. For this particular highlighter, you must use your fingers or the beauty sponge, otherwise the base will get separated, and I have had this experience, and that is why I'm telling you, use your fingers or a beauty sponge. I'm using Huda Beauty's Ladget Lashes, and this is one of the best mascaras out in the world. But the thing is, it is not waterproof, but it works really well onto my not so thick, not so thin eyelashes. As you can see, I'm taking my mascara outward and upward, not straight. There are different ways to put on mascaras depending on to what kind of a look you require from the mascara. And now I'm putting the same blush onto my lips. As you can see, it is washing me out. That is why I'm about to put the contour onto my lips, and not with a lip liner but with the Tom Ford contour and a small buffing brush. I'm about to create the effect in which it will look like it is popping big huge lips, but it is not in reality. We are just creating an illusion, and that is what makeup is all about. You can create whatever you want, you can hide whatever you want, like the pimples which I have on my face, I've hidden it. So that is it, you guys. If you like this makeup, please like, subscribe and share, and I'll see you in the next video.